right, so we're going to go over divergence in this session. What we're going to be looking at is two type of buy divergent plays I like to look for, and two type of sell divergent plays I like to look for as well, that are confluences to use when placing a trade. All right, so like I always like to do first, I'm going to draw it out on the screen first here, show you some visuals, then we'll look at some examples on the chart. All right, so divergence is what you're going to see, something that's happening on the chart, and then on the bottom of your chart where you have your RSI, you're going to see it do the opposite. Let's say we have an M formation on the chart here, and our second leg is higher than our first leg. Now on the RSI, what you're going to see is you'll have those dotted lines, supposed to be dotted here, right? And you'll have what, the 75 and the 85 on your RSI, or your key levels, and then you'll have 25 and 15. All right, down here. Now for the M's, which you'll see, like I said on the chart, it shows the M formation, first leg being lower, second leg being higher than the first leg. And then on the RSI, what you're actually going to see is at one of these key levels, you're going to see the first leg be higher, and then the second leg be shorter. And so notice how price here on the RSI is the M is opposite from the M that's shown on the charts. So what this is meaning is price is probably getting exhausted to the top side, so we could be looking for entries to go down. Another one that I like to look for, you'll see, an M formation. Okay, we got the second leg again being high, and then on the RSI, it'll actually be flat. So the M will look flat, but price is stepping up here. Pretty simple, pretty simple. Now, that's going to be the same thing as what we like to see on a buy side. All right, we got our 85, 75, and then we have our 25, 15. So now what we're going to see happen on the charts, is we're going to see the charts here. RSI, let's draw it there. All right, so on the chart, we'll see W formation, the W. Second leg is longer than the first, and then what we'll see on here is to be the opposite on the RSI. So RSI gives us a W this way, and charts give us a W this way. And then another one we like to see here, and then price is there on the RSI. So we want to see this happen at these key levels, okay? That 85, 75. Well, on the buy side, we want to see it happen here. We want to see it happen at the key levels. Why? Because the RSI is getting to a point, it's letting us know that price is pretty much exhausting, because you will see divergence everywhere. You'll see even the divergence plays show here in the middle of the RSI. Maybe this is even here, and on the top side, it's going like that. Since it's in the middle of the RSI, price can still go either way. But we want to take plays at the high or the low of the day. Same thing when we're looking at divergence. We want to take divergence at the high or low. Charts, it's at the high or low of the day, and RSI is at one of the key levels. and it's making divergence off those levels as well. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at some examples. All right, so let's take a look at this one right here.
Okay, here we go.
We have a nice divergent pattern here. So there's our M, and then if we look straight down on RSI, it's shorter. Now, the opposite side shorter here. On the top side, price is going up. Clear indication of divergence. Price stepping down, price moving up. Here to here was divergent, from here to here was divergent. The whole entire section is divergent though, at the key levels of the RSI. All right, so price came all the way up close to the 85, came back exhausted, and then came up to the 75, right? And then made the drop. And then notice how this divergence is what? At the high of the day. And then you have a break of structure and then a retest here as well. So you got divergence at the high of the day, you got an M pattern, and you got break and retest. That's 4 or 5 influences right there. That's a good trade. Just because divergent doesn't mean that it's going to automatically buy or automatically sell. We still have to see structure. The number one important thing is structure. So we still have to see structure play out. We still need a break. We still need a retest to confirm that price doesn't want to go back. But divergence gives us the indication that, hey, they're probably about to slow down. Let's see if we can see the pattern. Let's see where the divergence is at. Okay, if it's a good divergence in line with what we're seeing, then hey, that's something else we can add to our checklist to give us more confidence that it's a higher probability trade. All right, another similar trade. This one's giving us divergent where in the middle of day, pretty much. All right, there's Asia's high, Asia's mid, Asia's low. Once we had trend line identified here, we had trend. How many times did it hit? At least 2 or 3. All right, now we have some divergence happening because what? When price was right here, it was up here. So we had price here and here. But now we have price here, giving us like an M pattern here. Down here, it's off to 75. All right. So now we notice that all of this and this was divergent. Now, what do we see? We see an M, and now we see engulf candle right here. And then price came up to kind of retest here, never coming back here. So we have divergence, we have an M pattern, we have a trend line, we have a break and retest of structure. 4 confluences. That's high probability trade. So if you miss this, don't sweat it. You know, it's in the middle. Who's to say this mug could have kept tanking and then started going up? You know, we don't know. But I don't like to take trades in the middle. High of the day was obviously established right here. Once they failed to come back to the top side here. And then once they broke this price and then retested this price and failed to come back up again. So that's a clear indication that this is the HOD, high of the day. So we just looked at 2 sells. Let's find 2 buys. There's a thing, it's a 3 push divergence, which is stronger. So that's why you have these highlights right here. So price went down here, came right here. So it went down 3 times. RSI, it's going, what, it hit our 15, came up to our 25, and then it's still stepping up here for the 3rd time. All right, so that's 3 push divergent right there, and then it gave us a W right here. And now we got structure getting broken here and retested the trend line and came back one more time and gave us a hammer. On another one real quick. All right, let's do this one. This one's GU. So it was been screaming divergence. Was screaming divergence. We had trend line here, big W with divergence. Let me clear this, get a different color. Big divergent play right there, right at London's low. So this one came to the 25 this time and did your divergence play all to 25. Now structure got broken here. Then it retested the trend line. It was still everything we just seen on another pair. Candles look a little different. You find a couple pairs, like one or two, and you just watch those only because they like to throw different like spikes and different candles and stuff for different pairs, but the patterns are still the same on all the pairs. If you know what you're looking for, you just wait for it to show you what you're looking for. If it shows you that, you take it. No remorse.